Hey everyone, Carlos here with Bearable Traders, and here's my recap for today. I am currently in a trade on BPTH. BPTH has been very strong today. I took a long here early this morning, and then from there has been working out pretty nice. And don't have much left, just 75 shares left, and looks like it's topping out at 8. So we'll see what it does here. I might take everything out if it decides to lose it here. But really quick, I had a really tough morning today. It's just things were not going my way, and I traded stocks that were not even in play, like an example, TNDM. TNDM was a stock that was not even on our watch list, and for some reason, I think I saw it on one of my other side lists, whatever, and I traded this thing, chased it. It just doesn't make any sense, this trade here. It's just really bad trading. I realized, what am I doing here? There's no volume at all. It's not in play, so I jumped out of this. This stock was in play a couple of days ago, was not in play today. Another one, VALE. Actually, I'm not too upset at this trade, but this one here, right at the open, I thought it was going to continue to sell higher. Eventually it did. It got all the way up here to 2028. But when I got into this trade, it looked like it was putting in some kind of a bear flag here, or just kind of consolidating to go, to break the high of the day. It didn't do that. It went up a little, but it barely moved. I mean, this is my entry was 12.15, 12.17. It moved to 12.21, so it barely moves. And I know this because I said this in a pre-market show. I know this stock does not trade well. So I quickly jumped out of that. What else we had here? IMGN, another one that, again, just it looked like it was going to take off. The volume it looked like it was coming in, and then you get this huge sell-off here. Small shares, again, guys. I'm not trading huge sizes, so a sell-off like this on a stock that's this low dollar amount is not going to kill me, right? So just a couple of small stats, small trades that, again, just not good trading here at all. But then things settled down a bit. BPH, here's what I saw in BPH and what I got into this trade. Here, 5-minute chart, very extended already, but what I saw in the 1-minute chart was kind of heading down here and kind of leveling off and holding this level. So I saw the volume starting to come in. I got in here for a long stop loss below this wick over here. Again, small size, guys. This is a low flow stock. It reminds me of the trade I did yesterday as well. Now, I'll show you that in a second. I did not do a recap, but I did post it in our Twitter account. Took some profits off on the way up here. I think Andrew also took it for a long somewhere in here, but he took a nice trade on this as well. So check out his recap for today. Then here, it comes right back down, right to my entry point. I don't get out because this reminded me a little bit of the stock from yesterday, where it came back, it consolidated. Then the people that actually had probably the fear of missing out here probably saw this as an opportunity to get back into the action here, and it started to pop up again. And I started taking shares off on the way up. Again, very small size, guys. You don't need a huge size on these type of stocks. You want to worry about how much can I lose here, right? So you're going into this trade here. How much can I risk? How much can I put at risk to lose on this trade? And yes, this could have been a $5,000 trade if I'm taking a huge size, but you want to also think about how much can I lose? What am I okay to risk losing $1,000 on this trade, right? Here I risked, I think, was about probably 90 to 100 bucks, 150 tops, right? So you want to be careful. That's what you want to focus on. How much am I risking? Not how much can you get? Because these moves might not always work out. You might get stopped out. It might drop to your stop loss, and you might need to hop out. So this is the way I trade low flow stocks. I'm very careful on the number of shares I'm taking. So the stock from yesterday, I just want to show you this real quick right over here. So make sure to follow us also on at Bearable Traders in Twitter right over here. So make sure you check us out. We put a lot of good information on here. Andrew did some running yesterday, which I think he shouldn't be doing. He's still not 100%, but he's running. So here's my trade from yesterday. This is what it reminded me on today as well. It came back down, sells off, and then it consolidates here. In this consolidation period, this is when I said, you know what, I'm not going to jump out just now. Let me see if it consolidates and it pushes back up. And it did. People started getting in here again, trying to be part of this move that already had happened. And it pushed up nicely to 971. I took everything out here. So a great falling angel strategy. So this is kind of what I saw when I traded at this one here. When it came back down, I figured, maybe there could be some people getting in here that want to be a part of this party. So I kept my original stop loss down here. It didn't test that. It did test my entry, but not my stop loss. At this point, I would have given some back of what I made here already. Not much, but it turned out to be a great move all the way up to $8. So that's my recap for today, guys. Again, a lot of trading seemed like it wasn't very clean on all these stocks here. Now, the one thing I am proud of, although I'm not trading this much, I'm not proud of that. But I'm proud of that. I'm learning how to stop out. Again, not letting things run against me or trying to force things that are not there, holding to losers. Your job to get out really quick is important. Keep your losses very small. If something is not working in your direction, get out of it and look for something else. I trade a small account. So some people might think, well, how much commission is that? Well, guess what? It's not a lot, because all these stop outs here, they're only 2 tickets. One ticket to get in, one ticket to get out. This one here, actually on BPH, I have 1 ticket to get in, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tickets to get out. So now you could do 8 times 295. You know, it might seem like a lot, but here's my question to you: if somebody says, "Hey, give me 295 and I'll give you $100," are you gonna do it? Absolutely. So every time I got to take profits out, I don't think about my commissions. I just think about, hey, I'm giving you 295 and you're gonna give me 75 bucks. I'll take it every single day. So this is the way you have to think about it. Do not think about commissions if you are trading a small account. Think about the process. Eventually your account will grow and you'll be risking less than what you're actually trading, but keep your trading size the same for now until your consistency builds up. So it's very important. It has helped my trading drastically to trade small. I was trading very big size before, back in beginning of last year. And then again, the psychology of holding through things or being patient or sticking to the process, it really messes with you. So stick to your risk management. You know, don't worry about how much you can make. Think about how much you can lose. That's more important. Think about where does your stop need to be. You know, how much can I risk on this trade that my account can be willing to afford? Look at all these small losses here. There's nothing wrong with that. And then eventually you can get a one winner that makes up for all the losses, commissions, and everything else. All right, guys, take care. Have a great weekend. Hope everyone had a good day today. See you all on Monday for the pre-market show. First day of the month, starting off well. And hopefully we can continue like this. And let's prepare again on Monday morning at 8:30 Eastern time. Take care, guys.